Welcome back to Original Gravity. Here's another video review of a new interesting beer from Cape Ann Brewing Company out of Gloucester. This is actually brewed in Saratoga Springs, probably out of contract, but the brewery is from Gloucester, and this is Fisherman's Pumpkin Stout. Now, according to a little bit of research on pumpkin beers, there aren't too many pumpkin stouts in America, at least, so I'm a little bit interested in where this is going. So we're gonna give it a nice pour here. Get a nice head. Ooh, yeah. Nice head on that one. Very, very dark beer, as stouts are wont to be. This one is, so I have had it before. This is a little warmer than I'm used to having it, but stouts operate pretty well at room temperature, so I'm interested to see how it goes here. This is a stout brewed with pumpkin and spices, which is pretty interesting. I mean, usually the pumpkin beers in America are, this like amber kind of color, or, not this full-blown dark, impenetrable beer, so definitely interested in this. Right on the nose, you get the big like coffee chocolate flavor of typical stouts. It smells a little creamy, nutty. There's a little bit of yeast breadiness in there. It's interesting how like a little bit of the pumpkin comes through. It's not super pumpkin-y, but it's definitely, it's got that earthy vegetal quality to it that I do like in these beers, that, so that they're not so spicy and, over sugary or whatever, so. Wow, okay, so like the carbonation is actually kind of aggressive on this beer, as opposed to a lot of stouts, which are usually like a calm, like lower carbonation with like a creamy mouthfeel, but this feels more like it's approaching like a porter. So there's always this fight in the beer community over whether like something is a stout or something is a porter, and so this feels like it's kind of in the porter realm, but it does have a little bit of nice like creaminess, and the head is nicely retentive, and I mean, there is a little bit of penetration. If you hold it up to the light, you get a little bit of brown or like ruby character to it. So I mean, there are some spices, so I'm definitely getting like nutmeg and like a peppery clove kind of thing, and there's definitely some cinnamon to it. But overall, it's very restrained, and it's very pulled back. It doesn't feel like an overspiced thing going on here. It's good balance. I mean, there are a little bit of hops in the finish. It feels a little bit like a dry, kind of earthy finish on there. And the pumpkin, it comes through, but it's not a pumpkin pie kind of flavor to this beer. It's more of a freshly picked, locally grown pumpkin feeling to it. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, there aren't too many things made like this, and so I applaud Cape Ann for doing something interesting. They actually have a imperial pumpkin stout too, which comes in 22-ounce bottles. I think it's something like 8%, so it's a little bit higher than this, which I think is close to 7 or something like that. But I remember having it last year. Wasn't too good, so I might pick up another one and see how they do with it this year. But this one is interesting. I mean, it comes in 6-packs. You can easily find it all over Mass and southern New Hampshire. So I would definitely recommend people try this one out. It's unique. It's pretty unique. I mean, it drinks like a stout, but it has the autumnal flavor that like people enjoy about seasonal beers in the fall. Definitely a little bit warming, and it feels like it could go well with like a nice, cool autumn night. And I mean, you could even have this at a Thanksgiving, gathering or something like that. Would even go well on Halloween. I know these guys actually might have this beer at Cambridge's Great Pumpkin Festival, which I believe is October 27th this year. I might have mentioned it when I reviewed the Sam Adams Harvest Pumpkin, but I would strongly suggest that everybody into craft beer and local beer and things like that go to that in Cambridge in Kendall Square. It's a fantastic time, and I hope to see you there. This has been a review from Original Gravity. My name is Andy, and I hope you'll follow my blog. It's on blogs.lowellsun.com. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.